From a bulked-up transformation that has fans downright shocked, to making a return that's going to be fueled with pure vengeance, Conor McGregor looks like he's just about ready to make a splash in the UFC again. But it's not all rainbows and sunshine, because fans fear the UFC star will gas out after bulking up to 190 pounds. McGregor's recent transformation has been the talk of the town among UFC fans, but I have to say, it's all for the wrong reasons. After suffering a horrific leg injury at UFC 264 in 2021, McGregor used his recovery time to bulk up. While the Irishman has always been known for his muscular build, this recent transformation has taken it to a whole new level. But some fans are worried that McGregor's new physique could be a double-edged sword. And I definitely agree. With all that extra muscle comes the potential for a faster gas-out rate. This is a common problem for fighters who have added too much weight too quickly. McGregor's fans are all well aware that he's a fierce fighter with a lot of stamina. But will his new body be able to keep up with his fighting style in the octagon? McGregor's ultimate goal is to become a three-weight champion, which means he'll need to switch to the 170-pound weight class. While it's a commendable ambition, it's also a risky one, especially given his recent history of losing back-to-back fights and having only one win since 2016. Fans are rooting for him to make a successful comeback. I'm also worried that he might not be able to live up to the hype. And it seems I'm not the only one, since quite a lot of fans took to social media to share their concerns. One fan in particular went in hard. He said that McGregor's decision to beef up and move up in weight class was a mistake that would only worsen his weakness in the octagon. Ouch! Talk about a burn! And it wasn't just one guy. Another dude chimed in, predicting that McGregor's time in the octagon would be short-lived, with the Irish fighter not lasting more than a minute in his next bout. That's definitely a bold prediction if you ask me. But not everyone is down on McGregor's new bulk. One fan thinks that the fighter's decision to add muscle mass was actually a smart move, especially considering the fact that McGregor broke his leg in his last fight. The fan stated that the increased muscle can promote bone healing, so maybe Conor knows what he's doing after all. I mean, you don't really get to where he is without knowing all the details about your body's healing process. Though there were a couple of other interesting things that fans had to say about this situation. One Redditor said that it looks like Conor McGregor needs to shape up if he wants to win that trilogy against Dustin Poirier. I mean, sure, Conor's got natural talent, but pure talent won't cut it against top contenders like Dustin. He needs to rededicate himself to MMA and get back in fighting shape. But hey, it's easier said than done, right? Dustin's no slouch, and I'm not sure if Conor's got the hunger to push himself to the limit anymore. Maybe they should just both fight different opponents next time around. And finally, there's one fan who thinks that McGregor's ultimate goal is to take on Usman in a final fight. This fan believes that McGregor isn't really concerned with his longevity in the sport, and is instead looking to make a big splash with one last shot at greatness. After all, McGregor doesn't really need the money at this point, so why not go for broke and try to break a record that won't be touched for decades? But the question still remains, can McGregor's return overcome his cardio woes and weight issues? Despite Michael Bisping announcing that he won't be competing in 2022, McGregor has made a return to training and is eyeing a fight before the year is up. McGregor's new weight could be a hindrance to his cardio if he decides to return 15 pounds heavier at welterweight. And we all know what happened in the past when his cardio failed him, resulting in his defeat by Nate Diaz and Khabib Nurmagomedov. But that's not all, folks. An MMA trainer by the name of Firas Zahabi has claimed that McGregor's alleged cardio problem could be genetic. Yeah, you heard that right. It's all in the genes, apparently. Zahabi called it the touch of death. McGregor's got that lethal left hand that's knocked out many an opponent, but apparently it comes with a cost. Zahabi explained that power in punches comes from where the muscle is attached to the bone, and that's all genetic. So it's not like McGregor's coach taught him how to hit a left hook like that. It's just the luck of the draw, really. Zahabi compared McGregor to Mike Tyson. who also has a powerful left hook thanks to his genes, not his training. But that hasn't stopped Conor from showing off his size and weight. The notorious UFC star has taken his talents from the octagon to the big screen in the Dominican Republic. He's been filming a remake of the 1980s classic Roadhouse alongside Hollywood A-lister Jake Gyllenhaal, who will play a former UFC fighter. It's an exciting project, and fans are eager to see what the charismatic Irishman can bring to the role. Unfortunately, we don't know yet what character McGregor will be playing, but we do know that it won't be himself. Despite the grueling 12-hour days on set, McGregor hasn't let his workout routine slip. In fact, he's been hitting the gym harder than ever, and it shows. In a recent Instagram post, McGregor flaunted his beefed-up physique, claiming to be 190 pounds of granite. But it seems like he's gotten even bigger than that now, if that was even possible. In the video, he wears nothing but a pair of black joggers, and he flexes and screams at the camera like a wild animal. McGregor then posted the clip on Twitter with the caption, "The most powerful Twitter's ever seen." It's hard not to chuckle at McGregor's over-the-top antics. And despite all these delays, the road may lead to redemption for him after all. Sure, McGregor hasn't fought since he suffered a devastating leg injury at UFC 264. The former dual-weight UFC champion fractured his tibia and fibula in July 2021 and has been sidelined ever since. But fans were hopeful that he could return to the octagon this year. Earlier, a member of his team revealed that McGregor wouldn't be competing in 2022, and so fans are eagerly expecting his comeback this year. And clearly, while McGregor has been out of action, he hasn't been idle. He's been purposefully bulking up in recent years, especially during his time out injured. And don't be fooled, because this isn't a case of an athlete eating his feelings. McGregor is aiming to make history by winning a third UFC belt at welterweight. He's previously stated that when he does return, it will be at 170 pounds. He set his sights on an immediate title shot against Kamaru Usman, who until recently dominated the division. Unfortunately, McGregor's shot at the belt is off the table for now. He's lost back-to-back fights, has just one win since 2016, and is unranked in the weight class. The new champion, Leon Edwards, shocked the world earlier by knocking out the Nigerian Nightmare, and the pair are set to rematch for the title. It looks like McGregor will have to wait a bit longer for his shot at glory. But with his determination and drive, there's no doubt he'll be back with a vengeance. And that's all I know about Conor's shocking bulk for now.